Okay, this is game number 8 in the session. This is Genji Reincarnation, the 7 Mysteries of Shirahata. Hi. I received the key to play this one from Keymailer, so this is another sponsor game. If you guys interested, feel free to type !G or give me a chat room. Thank you. It's currently 6:34. Perhaps I'm going to play until 7:20. Yeah. You receive the podcast. Thank you. Hidungku. It was so loud. New game. Have you heard about the 7 Mysteries of our school? Title banyak banget Cyberbron list yang kelihatan. Ya betul. The tree of wishes and curses, the door that never opens. Is that all of them? What's the last one? No idea, do you know? You don't know? They say if you find out the last of the 7 mysteries. Amid a group of friends chatting cheerfully on their way in, one girl trudged along looking miserable. Shana Kizuka was a first-year student who had entered Shirahata High just 6 months ago, her eyes sparkling with hope, but now her glasses were fogged up and just coming to school had become a burden. As she neared the school gate, Shana slowed her steps. I don't want to go to school. That's when the irritating chatter of nearby students reached her ears. Ew, it's Koyozuka. Gross. Shana covered her ears, but she could still hear them. That short phrase should just die already. Oh. Shana, are you okay? Huh? Onihime-senpai, what are you doing here? That's what I should be asking. I was handing out flyers for new members of the newspaper club over there when I saw you standing still like the world had ended. Onihime Asada was a second-year student in the same newspaper club as Shana and also its president. In fact, she had created the club after separating it from the student council. What's bothering you? Do you want to talk about it? I feel like everyone's talking behind my back, laughing at me. That must be hard. Does it make you not want to come to school? Yes. If you are in the newspaper club, you shouldn't chase after someone's truth. You need to pursue the one and only fact. Onihime waved and returned to handing out flyers, watching her junior walk off. Okay. She sat on the closed toilet lid, took out her lunch from her bag and placed it on her lap. On the toilet? Why? Shirahata High campus was split into 2 buildings. The old school building was from the previous century and this recently rebuilt new one. All the regular classrooms were in the new building. Okay. Kayak mendengar suara tangisan. Tapi she found herself speaking aloud, then she remembered what Onihime Senpai had said earlier that morning. Shana had been waiting eagerly for this moment. As soon as the school day ended, she stepped into the old school building. She was heading to the newspaper club's room. Even though the club wasn't officially recognized, Onihime had somehow secured them an actual club room, a feat Shana couldn't help but admire. Shana approached the club room, made sure there were no familiar faces around, and forced a smile. It's Kyozuka. Are you in, senpai? The voice wasn't that of a club president Onihime. That meant the one who responded must be the third and final member of the club, its vice president. Oh. Good afternoon, Asahi senpai. Is Onihime senpai here? Huh? Thank you, Red. Aku tidak bisa lihat. Mana caranya biar kelihatan di sini? But thank you, Kak. Semoga tak nyaman dengan channel saya. Di sini ada pop-up-nya, tapi di sini nggak kelihatan di chat. Discord udah matiin. Udah 2 minggu kayaknya. Mungkin aku buka lagi nanti akhir April kayaknya. Soalnya panjang, Kak. Oke. Soalnya kalau nggak di spam lagi, bukan, lebih ke kelamaan nunggu. Nanti aku nggak masalah, cuma nanti takutnya kelamaan. Yang ini kan baru mulai nanti minggu depan kayaknya. Apa tanggal 13 baru mulai? Kapan, Senin, Kak? Aku mau spam lagi, Mas. Iya masalah, tapi ya begitu, masih jauh, Kak. Nanti takutnya kelamaan nunggu. Ada baiknya aku matikan dulu lah sampai akhir April kayaknya. Pagi, Dang. Wouldn't it be a huge problem if aliens invaded? But it would be exciting. I just want something interesting to happen. That's the only reason I even joined this club. Shana took the electric kettle in the room and stepped out to get water. The tea set had originally been brought in by Onihime, but ever since Shana joined the club, she naturally became the one in charge of making tea. Okay. Pagi. I read something intriguing in an occult magazine recently. It was about how spirit influence consciousness when they possess someone. Shana's unusually passionate tone left Asahi speechless. A ghost cannot take control of someone's mind or even let them realize they have been possessed in the first place. The spirit can match the decision, but only one person was already considering. Let's say someone's trying to choose between ramen and curry for lunch. If the spirit wants ramen, they will end up picking that, even though it felt like their own decision. As you know, our newspaper club isn't officially recognized yet. We still do not have enough members, so recruiting is our top priority. That's why I think we need a new angle. We have to make the club look fun, so we need a sensational story. We're going to investigate the 7 wonders of Shirahata High and present our finding at the school festival. There have been rumors since our parents' and even grandparents' time. People say the Seven Wonders caused real death and the school covered it up as accident. Mirror that revealed past life? Wasn't the mirror in the girl restroom of the old school building? They say if you look into the mirror on the 4th floor at 4:44 PM, you'll see your past life. Let's meet tomorrow at 4:40 in the girls' restroom on the 4th floor of the old school building. This is pretty... It's a visual novel game, but there are not that much... I don't know... things going on. I'm basically just reading the text. The character doesn't actually really move that much too. Anyway. Asahi left the clubroom first, only Hime always stayed behind to lock up, so she waited for Shana to leave, but Shana stood there fidgeting. Relieved, Shana smiled softly as her kind senpai led the way out of the clubroom. George, a family restaurant near Shirahata High, was rarely visited by students thanks to a cheaper place nearby, making it hidden gem and Onihime's regular spot. This drink bar is highly recommended, you should get it too. Onihime regularly didn't need to check the menu. Shana scanned it for the cheapest item to ease the burden on herself by. Drink bar? The two left their seat and walked toward the drink bar. Shana's attention was caught with a variety of tea bags lined up. With drinks in hand, the two girls returned to their seat. Before long their food arrived. You wanted to talk, right? But let's eat first, you're probably hungry. Hah? Kenapa aku tidak menangkap, Kak? Apa hubungannya? I don't think I can bear being different anymore. I was born different from other. I always thought that it was just my individuality, but in reality people treat me like a freak and reject me. Onihime looked genuinely sympathetic, but that kindness only pained Shana further. Izin alokasi? Kok gitu? Baru datang udah pergi. Mana sih, Bang? Hati, Bang. But I also looked down on others for not being different. I kept thinking, I'm not friendless because I cannot make friends, but because I choose not to, like I'm better than them. I know that's the kind of attitude that gets me hated. Even though Asahi senpai says I'm a good kid, I'm really not. I'm not good at all. Don't go beating yourself up when you're already hurting. And Asahi meant what she said. Our school used to be a girls' school, right? So even now it's mostly girls, and Asahi dating guy after guy, she's not popular with them. Plus her flashy blonde hair, tan skin, nails, still you didn't judge her for any of that. Okay? Diizinkan, udah pergi dia bang. Hati-hati bang, sampai jumpa. Semoga sampai di rumah dengan selamat. Terima kasih sudah mampir. Shana had to admit she'd been irritated by Asahi at first. She'd assumed she was scary, but after spending time together, she realized her senpai was kind and easygoing. Both Asahi and I accept you for who you are, so do not hate yourself. The real issue is how you learn to live alongside people who do not accept your individuality. Terima kasih Ahmad. Iya, sama-sama kak. Hati-hati bang. If I hadn't met you and Asahi senpai, I wouldn't be who I am now. Wee. Maybe our next investigation will help you change. You mean the 7 mysteries? Shall I recall the day's club meeting? Shana thought it was an exaggeration, but Onihime was that serious. She'd chosen to investigate the 7 mysteries after thorough research, knowing full well the risk. Asahi had said that people may have died because of them, and while that was unconfirmed, the school clearly knew something and was hiding it. Huh? Next day, during lunch break, Shana headed toward the old school building as she always did. She had run out of drinks, so she decided to buy one from a vending machine along the way. Now then, what should she choose? Iced tea or cider? Iced tea. Annyeonghaseyo. Annyeonghaseyo. Halo SD, selamat pagi. Hey Shana. Who is this? There stood Asahi with the boy beside her. Shana had seen his photo once before, but this was the first time meeting him in person. It was Asahi's boyfriend, Yuki. Selamat pagi juga. Pagi SD, selamat datang. Drink something, Adli. Bentar ya. Yukito, oh ya. Yukito Oya was a handsome and athletic, typical popular guy, but for some reason none of his relationship ever lasted. Kenapa, Bah? Thank you, Bang. Thank you for lurking. Thank you HD. Thank you for lurking. This tree is supposedly one of the 7 mysteries, something about wishes and curses. He's back to this area. Sebentar ya. Ini tuh publishernya Moon Usagi atau developernya Moon Usagi? One user review. Wow, it's in Japanese. Cannot read that. Moon Usagi. Zari, the story of sin. It's a visual novel, but at the same time, it doesn't feel really enticing. It's basically just me reading a novel with a graphic. There are not that much, I don't know, animation, sound effect, or such going on. So we're basically just watching a character changing from time to time. So we basically have to still use the imagination a lot. For instance, like this place, we're basically just seeing 3 character and that's all. Also, let's sit over by the tree. Asahi pointed blah 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 blah. But in this scene, there are nothing to do aside from just seeing all 3 people standing above the tree. So it doesn't really enticing and entertaining somehow. We'll see. The time was 4:40. 2 girls were already present in the girls' restroom and of the old school building right on schedule. Oh, annyeonghaseyo. Halo Sheila, selamat pagi. Aman nih kak nonton aku? Are you okay? Good morning, good morning. Aman kok, baiklah. Sekarang tidak merasakan apa-apa lagi kak? Apakah tenang? Hah? Nggak ada suara apa-apa? Belum terasa mungkin. Tapi semoga aman dan tenang ya kak ya. Semoga channel saya bisa memberikan ketenangan bagi kakak Sheila. Selamat pagi kak. Ya Allah, I have to read the history and it's utterly so confusing at this time. This until here, from here is actually about blah blah blah. Masih ada tsunami kecil tapi nggak salah tadi kulihat 0,2. Aku juga lihat kak. Di HP ku tadi ada tulisannya tsunami-nya udah nyampai katanya kak. Semoga nanti tidak kenapa-kenapa ya basically. Nanti kalau Sheila kenapa-kenapa, aku mendengar suara cantik dari mana lagi? Duh, tapi sepanjang ini tuh sebenarnya sejarah karena aku tidak menangkap. Biasa lah, buaya. Mereka tahu tadi. Kulihat di Twitter juga seperti itu. Tapi aku cuma lihat satu video, aku tidak lihat yang lain. Ini tuh singkat ceritanya, basically yang dilihatnya tadi ialah masa lalunya begitu. Kemudian mereka bertiga ini sebenarnya saling mendendam dahulu kala gitu. The seven mystery were not some quiet little ghost story. This is beyond recognition due to two armor warrior of different build and noble in court robes and eboshi. All three girls somehow knew them. Yoshitsune and even Kiso Yoshinaka. Asahi dropped her phone in lunch and Onihime grabbing her by the collar. You were Yoritomo, huh? Damn you. Been playing friend this whole time. Of all people who have been hanging out with you, you bastard. How dare you show your face in front of me. And you Minamoto no Yoshitsune, right? You came to kill me on your brother's order. Don't act so high and mighty. Don't tell me you don't hold a grudge against him either. A great war that would mark the end of an era, the Genpei War, was drawing to a close at Dan no Ura in Nakamagaseki, Nagato province. But I have to read everything? Ya Allah. Kayaknya habis hari ini aku ganti game ya kak. Yuk aku ganti game. Ini game kayaknya bakal lebih seru kalau misalnya dijelaskan lebih panjang dengan animasi dan gambar. The game probably going to be much more interesting if you actually like show what's going on using graphic and animation. But instead it's basically just us have to watch everything and read everything in novel format. So it doesn't really feel enticing and engaging somehow, especially if it's actually pretty heavy on topic. Nih kalau misalnya tidak tahu, tapi basically tadi itu ceritanya yang ku tangkap, 3 orang ini sebenarnya sebelumnya itu saling ingin membunuh, jadi punya dendam segala macam, dan sekarang reinkarnasi ternyata malah dipertemukan di satu klub. Gitulah ya, cuma kurang engaging karena tidak banyak yang terjadi kecuali kayak baca doang sepanjang itu kak. Kalau misalnya baca novel doang mungkin masih oke, tapi untuk di genre visual novel jadinya agak bosan.